Hey everyone, welcome to the final part of Jarilo-VI storyline in Star Rail. It's been a good journey, and this part will be mostly it's insanely dialogue heavy. So, let's just get into it.
Guards, formation!
Whoa, this must be it!
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me! Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Kokolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret: the order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and Underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together, people of the Underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Jarilo-VI, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Alright, we're here at Clifford Fort. Bronya's here. Wazile. Makes for a good reunion, right?
Bronya, we're back! March, Don Hung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control. Oh, she was there. She just made sure no one could see her. Azila is still new to the vastness of the overworld. She feels uncomfortable in a big crowd. I'll help her adjust to life here.
That was some speech, Bronya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March. I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Which means the fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately. No need for apologies. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people. In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Jarilo-VI will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say. 2.5?
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share? Equally unforgettable, I'm sure. Anyway, don't worry about the future. Live in the moment. Let's go for one more round in the administrative district. I want to take more photos.
Alright, so we unlocked another relic thing. The second criteria of grinding in this game, because 4 relics weren't enough. So now you have to, so you have your relics, and then you have the simulated universe specific relics, which are called planar objects. And you add those over here. So that just adds like a total of 6 relics you need. These have 2-piece bonuses and those have the 2-piece and 4-piece bonuses. It's like more buffing, but you gotta farm a lot more. It's like there's your end game right there. Simulated universe runs and relic runs after your characters are like level 80, the max level or so. Although what I focus on right now are traces and the level and light cones. I don't focus on relics that much at this moment because I know that's for the end game part. Right now, I'm pretty sure traces and light cones would be enough to get us through the game.
Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever. But in that scenario, they can't be considered human anymore.
Yikes, so serious. I was just curious.
This is foretelling, I understand right now, but this is foretelling for the next planet.
Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Payla and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the background.
Alright, photo time. I actually have Payla at E5 or something. I use her, she's at level 50, but I don't use her a lot because I have Herta and Herta's amazing. As like the time to twirl.
Oh, so much ice! But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt? Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomeral crystal. Ah, geomeral! It's a shame Daddy isn't here. You'd find a buyer for it and sell it for big bucks. How do I explain? This particular piece of geomarrow is definitely not for sale. A photo? What's that? Hook wants to see it! I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission violates Belobog Public Security Ordinance number... Wait, that's a nice picture! And it's crystal clear. Wow, photos are awesome! Can Hook have it?
You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Time to visit the best girl in the game. I like Serval.
Who's there? Didn't your parents tell you to knock before? It's you three. Come on in. I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big sister? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old. Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups. Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses?
You know, the fact that Clara said that Svarog took a photo of her, and Clara's light cone, her best in slot light cone, her significant light cone, has a photo of her just smiling. I have that because that's the 5-star I got from a permanent banner, but it's so cute.
There's gotta be a better shot than this one.
I was trying really hard not to blink.
We shouldn't have trusted an amateur. Never mind. At least it's memorable. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Miss Serval. Big sister, March, Danhung, thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
Hey, Clara's so cute. This is a bundle of joy.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
Alright, so we started with the hotel. We're gonna end with the hotel. Hopefully this time it's gonna be a peaceful sleep. I actually like the design over here. Honestly reminds me a lot of what Fontaine could be, since we're getting that this year as well. I'm pretty sure Genshin would take a lot. I mean, people would compare this
than a decade.
Belobog to Fontaine.
I'm so glad to see you in the hotel lobby again, Mr. Goethe.
Unbelievable. Feels like it was just yesterday that I was showing you around the hotel all those years ago. I'm too old to remember a lot of things, but that day, I remember clearly as ever.
Since the passage between the overworld and underworld has opened up again, it's about time we shared some tips with each other. Hotel manager to hotel manager.
Of course, of course. I was worried before that after losing customers from the overworld, you would go out of business, but your establishment is still alive and well, all thanks to your superb management.
You flatter me, Goethe. My hotel is getting refurbished. I'll be sure to invite you to visit again when the work is all done.
Okay, that was some good old... The nice reunions scattered here and there. which actually adds on to the characters that we met along the story. But given the game's linear structure, I think it's quite possible they could do that. Like with Genshin, you would have to restrict the player a lot to make it possible.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Okay, I want to know who that was. I really want to know who that was.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, huh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No. I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kaski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that, but if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
No. I like how he broke the fourth wall.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Danheng.
Okay, we have Himiko's message right here. No. Open the wrong thing. Yeah, she's just telling us that the express is ready, so we should come back. Alright. I really want Himiko her. Even though people are saying she's the worst 5-star in the game right now, but I don't care. I just want her.
Morning! How did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself. Copycat-itis still has no cure, I see.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
Oh, so this is the end. It's the end of the journey. This will probably be it. Final stretch, I guess. You know, at times with these, when you spend a lot of time on a certain region, you say, with certain characters, leaving that honestly makes it a lot more, like, I don't know, sentimental, you could say. Because when we came to this planet, we didn't know anyone. Everything was foreign to us, but now it feels like home. And I think it feels a lot more sentimental over here because it's like story-wise you're leaving the planet. So like that's a whole different planet you have to go to. It's just this vast distance. In Genshin, when you have stuff like this, when the story progresses, you're actually just moving to a new region and you can just go back to that region in events. And so I don't know how this game would do it.
It's sad to say goodbye.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the express.
Hey, I'm not that heartless, you know.
Alright, this is it. Goodbye. Just looking at it one more time. It could have been expanded more. Like, imagine if this was Genshin, you could climb up that and glide off there. It would have been amazing.
Here we are at last.
Alright.
Hey, I'm not
So,
that.
bye-bye.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Branya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Alright, so that's it for now. Next part, when we come back, it's gonna be a new planet, and there's a really special character returning that I'm pretty sure everyone is excited about. So, till then, have a great day, stay safe, love you, the support and all, love you all guys, goodbye.